Okay, today I'm going to be working on the Liri bot. This probably isn't going to be as smooth as the other two, as I'm kind of going into it a little less knowledgeable, but we're about to just dive right into it. So Liri bot is, I guess, a play on words for Siri. Not really sure who came up with that. Some genius, I'm sure. The project will search Spotify for songs, bands in town for concerts, and OMDB for movies. And then I think there's a fourth parameter that does something that's like a default through the Spotify app. I'm not quite positive on that. So first thing we're going to do is make a GitHub repository called Liri Node app or homework 8 if you prefer that. That's something I don't need to show you how to do. To retrieve data, this program will send requests through Axios. And I guess let's just dive right into the just the gist of it here. So we're going to have, first off, a Liri.js, and that's going to be where most of our code is going to go. Then we're going to have a, let's see, keys.js. Oh, I'm typing that there. Inside of keys.js, we're going to have this exact code right here. It's going to be, and this is copy pasted from the instructions or the instructional readme, if you will, homework instructions.md. It's going to be console log. This is loaded just to give us, an indication that it is loaded. So for debugging purposes, exports.spotify, id process.env.spotify id, and this is going to kind of work with another file we're going to make in just a second, where we're going to store our Spotify ID and our Spotify secret, which is like a password, if you will. Let's see. We're going to save this, and we're going to go Control New. We're going to save this file as let's see. I literally just put it as env.env. Guess I did that wrong. So let's close out of that and do Control New, Control Save dot env. Probably have this wrong, but this is what we're going to put inside of here. Our Spotify API keys, and then we're going to save that. Now, next we're going to set up, let's see, a random.txt and add the following lines with no extra characters or white space. So save this new one as random.txt. Get rid of this. And on random.txt, we're going to have Spotify a song, Spotify this song, I want it that way. Nothing else in this file except for that string right there. Control S to save. Now this is actually, we'll see where this comes into play later. It's basically going to be a default for Spotify this song. Let me look through a little bit of housekeeping here. So we've got our env, keys, Liri, random, and then we're going to have a get ignore file. So Control N, Control S, dot get ignore, and we're going to put in node modules dot ds store, capital S, and dot env. Control S. Now let's close out of some of this for just organizational sake here. Control C keys or Spotify ID. Now we will change this to our actual Spotify ID later on, but for now we're just getting everything set up. Let's see how much time I've got left. About 5 minutes. So inside of Liri.js, there's a couple or quite a few packages we're going to want to install first. So let's see. So just to assign them, first off, assign our requirements. Axios would be the first one. Then Spotify. Can't type today. Then dot env. Dot config. Open close, no arguments there. Moment.js. And file system. So let fs equals require fs. Now also to import from keys.js, we're going to have, let me find it here, give me just a second. That's to import keys, and let's see. And we're also going to have this just in case we need it. Okay, these might be subject to change later when I get the Spotify working, but for now we're going to roll with it. So this is going to take in command line arguments. So I'm sure you already know what that is. I'm going to call moment.format. Moment.format. Okay, moment. Okay, just for housekeeping. Now, let's see how much time I've got left in this. I'm going to go ahead and end this one, and we're going to pick up with remember to do the npm installs and initialize package.json. Control S, and I'll see you on the next one.